Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's Rob here and I'm out again looking for a spot to camp. This time probably just going to do more of a traditional camp, seeing as it's a long weekend. Been doing a few stealth camps, getting out and about, and on these long weekends I like to have a little bit of time to relax, have a fire, have a couple of drinks and just take in all the scenery. Anyway, before we head to the campground, or where I've decided to camp, I've come down to a waterfall here in Melbourne, and I was going to try and camp here. However, unfortunately, there's only a viewing platform. You can get down to the bottom if you go around the barriers, but yeah, it's wet, cold, windy, and I'm not keen to do it while the conditions are like this. If it was summertime, I probably would, and so would a lot of other people. But yeah, unfortunately this place doesn't have any walking trails, so if I pull my big hiking bag out, it's going to look pretty obvious what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go down, have a look at the waterfalls. I'll get it on the camera so you guys can check it out, what one of the waterfalls here in Victoria, Melbourne look like, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so unlike the other waterfall that I went to in a previous video, this one is actually at eye level or below, so the challenge is getting down to the bottom, and I'll have to do that probably in summer, so 6 months. I might come back here and head down to the bottom and get it on video. I do want to do a camp at the top of a waterfall, however this is way too obvious. If I was to camp right there, yeah, the camo tarp only does so much, but I'm not going to do it at this waterfall. It's just too noticeable, and I want more of a challenge. So I don't know if we can see it on the camera. I think we can. There's someone down there with a bright pink shirt on. So they've obviously climbed the barrier and headed down, but they probably have the proper footwear on. Not like myself. So yeah, my shoes, they don't go well on slippery surfaces or wet surfaces. So I am not going to attempt it. Not with these cliffs. So in summer this place gets pretty busy, as you can probably tell. Waterfalls here in Australia, they're pretty popular, so everyone wants to head down, check them out, have a day out. So you got a little bit of a picnic area here. Someone's obviously had a fire there at some point. A couple of tables. The old derelict toilet block, which yeah, is a little bit worse for wear. Don't know if they're gonna fix that up, but it looks pretty, yeah, pretty beat up. So this is a familiar sight for people. So yeah, I didn't want to film too much back there. There was a massive group of people, so I just had to concentrate back there. For anyone who's watched the previous videos, I have been to this location before. A few weeks back, we searched the campground for possible stealth camping spots, and we did find one. However, tonight I won't be camping there. Possibly tomorrow. We'll see how the weather is, see how wet it is, see how windy it is. But tonight I'm just going to go to probably the main campground that they have here, which is free, thankfully. So that's always a plus. Not all campgrounds are free in Australia, but quite a few are. So thankfully, this is one of the free ones. And usually when I do go camping, you know, 99% of the time, we will be going to one that is free. Okay everyone, so was just at the campground, or on this main track. Campground leads off this main track, and the road was pretty cut up. I'm not too confident my car will get in there, so decided to keep driving along the track and see if we can find just somewhere on the side of the road, you know, that's level, good amount of space. I can set up a fire, and we'll just camp on the side of the road tonight on this track, which I've seen people do in the past, and yeah, I don't believe you can get in any trouble for it. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow when the ranger comes by. Anyway, yeah, we're losing light pretty quick, so I think it's time we yeah, just keep driving along here until we find a good spot and set up camp. Alrighty everyone, I think we've found our spot just through here off this little path. If we don't get stuck and avoid the potholes full of water, I think this place looks pretty good just over there. Well, anywhere here really, as long as it's out of the way of the tracks that cars come through. I think parking here and just camping outside will be perfect. Nice open area, not too muddy, got a few holes, but nothing we can't avoid. But yeah, possibly just here would be fine. You can set a fire up. I think someone's already, yeah, there's evidence of one already. So I think we've found our spot now to pull everything out and set it up. Okay all, so I've just got my very basic setup tonight. Got my cheapo chair, my 3-man tent with the blue tarp. I'm not trying to be stealthy on this trip, well, tonight anyway, so it doesn't bother me. And anyway, there's a main intersection right here for 4-wheel drive, so even with the camo tarp, I think I'll be spotted pretty easily. Got my blow up mattress that I always use, and this time I've got my better claims to be -8 degrees Celsius sleeping bag, but that is questionable. Very questionable. Okay, we've got our fire crack-a-lackin', so hopefully that stays on. We don't have to try too hard to keep it alight. We've had troubles in the past, so hopefully, crossing my fingers, we're right here and we won't have to do too much besides add more wood. Anyway, time for a drink all. Well deserved. Cold night, need to warm the blood. Alright. This is just a local brew called Carlton Draft. Pretty standard here in Australia. One of the main drinks you can get at any pubs or bars. Not bad. If you can get your hands on a Carlton Draft overseas, give it a shot, see what you think. Aussie beer, it's pretty standard beer, but it gets the job done. Alright, looks like we're tracking pretty well so far with this. We're losing white still, so thankfully we didn't have to set up in the dark. There's a little bit of wind, but most of the trees are blocking that out, so just hoping the branches aren't falling tonight. Don't want to have that issue. But, you know, that's the risk you take when you go camping in the bush. You just have to hope you're not under the tree that's going to have branches fall. But with the wind at the moment, I can't see much damage overnight. You can usually tell when there's going to be massive gusts or you get fair warning, so you can prepare for it. So we've got a lot of people doing some nighttime four-wheel driving, obviously. Had a few groups of cars come through here so far. So pretty keen. Four-wheel driving's pretty big here in Oz. But yeah, usually I see the guys and girls doing it during the daytime. So this is different to see, especially while I'm camping, a convoy of cars just roll through while I'm just chilling by the campfire. The fire actually is going pretty well, so I'm really enjoying sitting in front of the warmth. So I'm kind of being a bit hesitant to get up and pull out all the cooking gear, but I'll have to get off my bum soon and do all that. Got a car just down there who's just driven past, and I'm not sure what they're doing. You know, it's odd for this time of night to be so much activity. There's another car going past now. Yeah, people four-wheel driving at this time of night, I'm not sure what's going on. Just hold the camera on and see what they're up to. Looks like he's reversing and he's going to come back this way, so we will see. Okay, sorry for the poor lighting, everyone, but it's getting smoked out here and we're just relying on these Amazon lights that I bought online, but we'll get through. So we're just going to start cooking now. Got my Inferno 360 stove that I bring on most trips, and let me tell you now, it's pretty handy. So if you can get one of these, it's just about 460 gram butane gas cylinders. You can also get smaller ones for smaller or shorter trips. Highly recommended. They don't take up as much room as those large gas cookers, so I highly recommend these. Sorry about the smoke, everyone. It's always seems to be the way. Now, as usual, we're just going to do an easy meal. with some typical Aussie favourites. The beef sausages. You can't go wrong. I've got them on the cooker. Squish one there, but that's alright. Got them on the cooker, having a few drinks. The fire is roaring, so that's great. And that person in the four-wheel drive, if we can see the light through the forest there, bush, they're still hanging around. So my presumption is they're actually going to set up camp there like I am here. And it wouldn't surprise me if I see a fire set up in the next 20-30 minutes. Once they set up their tent or pull out their awning or whatever, their rooftop tent, whatever they've got as... Oh, actually, I think they're stuck. I can hear tires spinning. Yeah, it looks to me as if I'm not sure if we can hear that, but it looks like they might be bogged. Not that I'll be much help. I'm not going to head down there and help them out. I've already had a few too many drinks, so not that police would come down here, but just... Yep, I think they're definitely bogged, but we've got another set of lights. Maybe we've got a helper to come and help them. Alrighty everyone, so I was just having a look over at the people that I thought were bogged, and I can't see it right now, but I'm pretty sure they set up a fire, so it looks like they were actually setting up tent. I don't know what that noise was. Maybe they are bogged and decided to just set up for the night. Maybe not. Wait till someone comes in the morning to help them out, but either way, it looks like we've got some neighbours for the night, which is always good. Anyway, I just thought I'd give everyone a little bit of an update on how the channel is going. Very well. Getting some very positive feedback from the followers that I currently have, and I thank you guys immensely for that. I appreciate all the positive comments, all the likes, all the subscribes. But if anyone in the future sees the video, or if you're watching this video right now and you want to see more in the future, please feel free to hit that like, subscribe, comment button. You know, it's a big help. It definitely is a big help. It drives me to go out more, do more, see more, because most of the stealth campers are from the other side of the world. So, you know, if you want to see some Aussies or stealth camping from a different perspective, definitely hit that like button. Even give me a subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. Okay everyone, so been cooking for a while now and they look pretty good, so just gonna pull one out here. My hands, just throw some tomato sauce on it. Probably a little too much, but let's give it a try and see what it's like. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So yeah, the temperature is really starting to dip now. It is, I'm not sure if you can see the fog off my breath, but the temperature is really coming down and it's starting to get very chilly. So I've pretty much positioned myself in front of this fire, and I don't plan on moving for a while. I hope my sleeping bag holds up for the night. I do have a pair of thermals in the car. The only downside is I have to strip down to put them on, so I'm kind of avoiding that, at least for tonight. You know, tomorrow I can change, but yeah, I'm kind of avoiding it tonight. So let's just hope I get through. I do have my hot water bottles if need be, but I think with my sleeping bag, the fire, and just getting some food into me, I think afterwards I'll feel fine. I'll warm up and I'll be good to sleep. But I'll keep you updated. So the rain started back up again. It's a good thing I've got my tarp over the tent, but it makes it a little bit hard to keep the fire going. So bit of a pain that the rain started. Hopefully it just stays as a drizzle and doesn't develop into a heavy storm. Okay everyone, it's time for me to hit the hay. Gonna have a fairly early one tonight. It's been a decent day driving on the road, and the cold weather doesn't help, so gonna head to bed early. Let's see how this -8 degrees Celsius sleeping bag stacks up. I haven't put on my thermals or the hot water bottles, so let's see if it actually does what it says it's supposed to do. So I'll give you guys an update in the morning, or if I get up in the middle of the night and have to boil a kettle to put on some hot water bottles. But yeah, I can see my breath is really, I can see it all coming off my breath right now, so I'm gonna really settle down and try and curl into a ball and get some good sleep, because I am freezing right now. It's probably near zero right now. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning, and hopefully we sleep well. Good morning everyone. So I've been woken up by cars, 4-wheel drives, motorbikes tearing through this morning, so not the greatest way to start the day, but I did have a good sleep, so that's the main thing that matters. The sun's up. I'm not sure what time it is. I'll check shortly. But I'm still getting the drizzle on the tent here and there, so yeah, it looks like today's going to be one of those days, wet, windy and rainy like yesterday. So I'll get out, assess what it looks like outside, see how wet it is, and hopefully the tracks aren't too damaged and my car can get through. Alright everyone, so I'm up and about now. I've just hopped out of the tent, and it's another pretty chilly, cold and wet, rainy day, but that was expected anyway, going by the forecast. Thankfully this area hasn't flooded where I parked, so I can still get out of this section. My chair, I probably should have packed that up and put it away, but yeah, you can kind of get an idea of how much rain there was overnight. So I'll have to try that one out, but thankfully I brought a secondary chair, my bigger chair, so I'll have something to sit on later, and I'll remember to pack it up. But yeah, thinking of moving on from this spot and trying to find somewhere a little bit better, or with a little bit more scenery. So my tarp didn't hold up completely last night, but that's fine. The majority of me stayed nice, dry and warm. So I had a pretty decent sleep, which I'm, yeah, really thankful about. And yeah, that sleeping bag held up relatively well. Okay everyone, we've got that area all packed up, so it looks like it did before we came. And now I'm gonna hop in the car and warm up because it's yeah, pretty chilly. Now let's go and find a place with maybe a little bit of cover so we can cook some food and yeah, warm up even more. Alrighty everyone, so I couldn't find anywhere to cook any food. There was nowhere that actually had any cover, and outside it's pretty grim. It's nice, wet and rainy. So I decided to just do the easiest thing and stop at McDonald's. So easy, I can just hop on the road again. And now I'm going to go to another spot. I was contemplating, should I just camp in the same national park this time, just move spots, or should I go somewhere new? And I've decided I'm going to go check out a new place that I've never been to before. So supposedly this place has hot showers, so we'll see when I get there. I've never been to a campground that's offered free hot showers, so yeah, I'll definitely see when I get there if that's true or not, because on these cold days, something like that is a lifesaver. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up now. I hope you enjoyed the video. We didn't do as much as what we normally do. Too cold and too wet, so hopefully in this next one that I pump out, we can get under some cover or have a little bit more time outside, because I want to get the fire going and I don't want to be sitting in my tent the whole time. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a like. You know, if you really liked it, give me a comment, subscribe, and until next time guys, stay safe and camp safe.